Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to my stream. All right, this is Creative Craving, and I'm back. It's been a long while, but I'm excited to get started, and we've got a lot to do. We got a lot to do here in the factory. One thing I've noticed, as you see over here, there's a bottleneck in the copper. For some reason, this is going really slow, and I checked down below. The storage is completely empty now, so we got to see what's going on with that at some point. Another thing, as you'll see in the top right there, I've almost sent all the versatile frameworks I need for this next objective, and it was a ton of them, so I'm excited. I'm excited that's happened. I feel like it's a reward for all the hard work we did on the bus here, so looking forward to topping that off. Uh-oh, let's not die here. Whoop. Looking forward to topping that off, and we got a few other things. Yeah, got a more permanent fix for liquid biofuel and other things. Like, got a few things planned. I did a little bit of prep work this time, and so we got a game plan today, folks. And what we're gonna do today, I've decided we're gonna trust ourselves to the wheel of fate. So we're just gonna spin this. Oopsie daisy. We're just gonna spin this and find out what to do next. Ooh, a tricky one. Oh, this is going to be a hard one. Okay, so adaptive control unit wins. And what that means is that we are going to work more on the bus. Now, specifically, we want to build adaptive control units. And this is going to take more than one morning. But this is the winner, so this is what we're going to do. This is going to take a while. I think what I might do is add one step, right, of the adaptive control unit. Hang on, let me adjust my wheel real quick. Okay, close without removing. Perfect. That's what I want. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I think what I'll do is just take a look and make one step of progress, right? I don't need to make a huge amount of progress on this right now because it's probably a 5-hour process. So let's start by finding out what we need to do. So then, if we want to build adaptive control units, we need automated wiring, which I've never made before, circuit boards, heavy modular frames, and computers. That's a lot of stuff to automate. I think the easiest one on the list, let's see. Automated wiring requires stators. Okay. This requires copper. Oh, okay, that's going to be a problem, is the copper sheets. I need to make those at some point. I wonder if now, well, yeah. This requires a bunch of stuff that we already have, though. So that's an option. Actually, I need heavy modular frames for a lot of things, so that's an appealing option. And then we have computers, which doesn't require as much, actually. But you still have to make this first. See, this one's tricky. So I think what I'm going to do is make this one first. Heavy modular frame. Yeah. This one, like, it's easier to make, but it also isn't as valuable. So I think this is more important to make. And the first step to making heavy modular frames, as we've learned, is to take iron rods and make them into screws. That's absolutely the first step, because there's no sense in transporting screws anymore. And I think what I might do, I might actually stop producing them. We'll see. I have to think about that more. Because I need at least a small amount of screw production to satisfy my personal needs, but that could be just one constructor. One constructor could definitely keep up with me. All right, but we need to copy this, basically. And I forgot, this isn't Factorio. We can't just copy things that look cool. We have to replicate them. So, I think for today, we're going to make one step of progress. We're going to just set up the screws that we're going to need, and then we're going to be all ready to do it. In fact, let me update my goal before we get started, because otherwise I'm going to forget this conversation. Let me, hang on. Bring it up where you guys can see it. Wait, do I have a... Boom. That way when we get back to it, say tomorrow, then we'll be golden. And I've been gone a while, you may have noticed, and I've been really busy, so that's something I'm excited to talk about in a little bit. Some of the things I've been up to that have kept me occupied and kept me away from streaming. So at least there's, you know, I missed you guys. I really hated to be gone, but at least there's something to talk about, right? Like, at least there's a story. Okay, so, but all that's in the future. For today, what the heck is this? We're using this to make what? Oh, smart plating, which we're using in those manufacturers over there, I assume. Looks like it. Right, okay, yeah, good. Boom. Now then, this is supposed to be inputs. Right, so we're going to copy this exactly like that, and we're going to just bring over rods, because that's all we need. This might be simple. This might be quick. And if it is quick, that's great, right? We don't want to spend forever working on the same thing just because it's quick. You know, just if we're good at it, great. That just means we get it done faster. That doesn't mean we want to spend a bunch of time working on it. I'm going to try something new here. I haven't done this before, and I don't even know if I like it. But I'm going to try something new. The one advantage is it's much quicker to do. And quite honestly, like, yeah, that might actually win. That might actually be best. I think, oh, whoa. Okay. This will not, there we go. Did it line up? I hope so. I want it to line up there. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, well, I need to figure out how to come down and go forward while still respecting, okay. Let's do what we know, and then we'll do the rest later, right? Oh, I thought I put 2 of those, which should be impossible, but you never know. Go. Okay, this fits. So let's look at it. No, that's not acceptable. Not acceptable. Okay, so we need it to come down here, which shouldn't be hard, right? It should be totally doable. It just means we're interrupting what we're doing over here. It needs to come down right. There is the middle. We need zoop mode, zoop mode. Probably, okay, 2's all we get. 2's as much as we can do right there. Okay. Now, does this work? Come on. All right, so this is, yep, we're gonna use curve there. Because I think, I just really want that to work. Top one first, as a general rule. Come on. Then the bottom one. Perfect. Is the game loud enough today? I feel like it's kind of quiet. Let me adjust it. I did turn the game down the other day when I had the court case on, and I think I should have spent more time on it then instead of freewheeling it. That's a bit too loud, I think. Maybe there. I don't know, it's loud enough. I think what I want to do is turn it down for me specifically. Let's see. Because the levels make sense, right? We'll leave it. We'll just see how we like it. All right, so I like this. It's a lot more convenient. It obviously takes less effort. And I think it's canonical. Like, from what I can tell, this is kind of how it's meant to be. Except, why in the world did I do it there? I was supposed to do it here. Okay, well, there's so much wrong with this situation that I've allowed to unfold. So much wrong with it. We're not redoing this. Hey. I got lost is what happened. There we go. At least we can... Oh, we don't want to merger. At least we can use the snapping mode to line it up there. Get the same position. That's good. Again, we're going to have the same issue, and again, we're going to fix it the same way. Now, I wonder, with this one... Okay, you can see from here, I went 2 across, and it cleared it just fine. So let's try doing that here with this one. First of all, delete this before I get confused. Right? Okay, that's, yeah. Sorry. Okay, so we need to go 2, 1, and 2. I think I'm running into stuff. No? Running sideways is slow, I guess. All right, then right there. Just 2. Before I do anything else, let's check this out, see how it works. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Oh, and it's working too, good. Good. So we can get rid of that. And again, we're not going to redo everything, just the crucial bits. And that's 1 and 2. You know what? You may, if you're tuning in for the first time, you may think that took a long time, but actually that's an improvement. That's a speed up. So I'm excited about that. I'm really excited. Okay, so we're finding lots of ways to improve our factory. We're finding lots of ways to go faster. So that's good. That's good. If we keep improving, keep getting faster, we're going to be, you know, we're going to be super efficient in no time. I have one specially set up for screws, and I remember it being slightly wrong too. I do not remember how to line things up exactly. Oh yeah, it doesn't line up at exactly the same point. Okay, I need to line it up to here, based on the corner. Yes? Okay. Then we keep it, what, back 1? No. Nope. Right up here. Okay, so these can't actually... Okay. It's not at the same location. Okay, that's looking right to me. And I want to think it through, but I don't want to go all the way back to check another one. Yeah? Maybe there makes more sense. Let's just do it. If it's off, it's fine. If we care to, we can rebuild it later. Now, we could... You know, I'm just going to cheat here instead of trying to set up a whole new... Trying to make it official. I'm in a mood to cheat today. I'm in the mood to just do things quickly. We had a whole plan for how we were doing things, but we're going to... Let's bring power over. Today we're going to try to be efficient instead of orderly. Okay, our rod's coming in. They're coming in. Perfect. That's all we needed. Man, that was quick. That was quick and we're done. I love it. I am going to go ahead and build this out. And then we're going to spin the Wheel of Fate. Yeah, see now this is too loud. I think this part is just a bit too loud. So I feel like the easiest thing to do is to change the game volume here, honestly. No, let me use my... Hang on, let me use my doll. What's the point of having fancy software if you don't make use of it, right? I think the issue, though, in the game is that The sound effects are not balanced well compared to the music. Oh. Well, here I thought the music was... Okay. Well, let's readjust everything. Let's change the world. Okay, this was totally on my wheel of options. This is totally something I had planned today. All right, so that's way too loud and overpowering, but I've got good news. It's not going to be forever. Okay, let's bring it down to there. -7 dB. That sounds okay. Now, how does this sound? That's better, I think. Oh, wow. Missing plate. Okay, I need to get some more of that. I think I'm done for now. I feel like that sound effect in particular is a little bit loud. Maybe I'll just turn down the volume as a whole a little bit more, just like that. That's better. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so while I'm going to get the... Oh, yeah, you know, we're at the end of the loop, so we can... Yeah. Let's loop through this way. Okay. So while we're going that way, we'll go ahead and spin the wheel again. Doo-doo-doo. Here's the wheel. Get rid of that. Come on, go away. What do we get? Ooh, okay. Oh, this is going to be a fun one, actually. And I do have some stuff to talk about, so this is legit. Like, this is a great time for it. Let's paraglide into the abyss. I don't want to remove it yet, in case I get distracted. But that is what we're going to do next. Just a second, get some iron. Although, to be honest, we don't need iron at the moment, right? Let's send this back. Let's get... Oops. That was not. Okay, never mind. Transfer all of type. There we go. We want to get full stacks because they're going to take up the same amount of inventory space even if they're half full. So those miners we should put back now. Keep them for later. There we go. A little more space. But now what we're going to do is, of course, not going to take... not necessarily going to take a lot of time and effort. Although we do want more concrete, in case we decide to use concrete to come back. Is it this one? No. I can easily see from this side. Hey, this is something to consider for the next time I want to build a mall for myself, like a spot to grab my items. I should design it so that I can easily see the items moving. If I can see them in transport, I can easily see which one is which. Yeah, that's a good thing to consider. Okay. See, some of these are going sideways, and so I can easily see them, but some of them are not. If I'd made them all go sideways, it actually would have been better for me. On the bottom, anyway. So then I would have just had to adjust the top with that in mind. Okay. So let's go over toward the space elevator. Here we go. Oh wait, do I still have the wheel up? Hang on. Yeah, I do. Okay. Guess gotta catch me. All right, so what we're gonna do, paraglide into the abyss. The whole idea here is we've got all these unknowns in this world. We've got all this stuff we've never seen before. And some of it, you know, this is my first time playing this game, right? So some of it I have no idea. For example, I have no idea what's down here. Whoa, 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 we don't need to fall, hang on. Oh, this could be bad. Unplanned departure. Whew. Okay. Let's take another look down into the abyss, huh? I have no idea what's down there. I have been down that way via death. I have a death crate right over there, actually. which we may or may not collect. But the death crate exists, which kind of tells me there might be ground there for it to exist on, right? But I don't understand this. And I've tried going down in a tractor, and that didn't work. I tried going down with a jetpack, and that didn't work, because sooner or later the jetpack, you know, once you get up to a my understanding is that once you reach a certain speed, you die. Because the idea is that if you can't stop it. I don't really know. I don't know how it works exactly, but I kind of, my jetpack ran out. But I'm thinking if we paraglide down there, we'll have plenty of time to talk and chat, and at the same time, we'll get to see what's down there, right? So that's the idea. I mean, look how beautiful this is. Just such a beautiful, you know, we need to take advantage of the scenery. And to that end, I feel like we should start from somewhere relatively high. It takes a while to climb up there. I'm not gonna, wait a minute. Maybe I will go over there. I think I'm gonna start from up there. I think if okay, maybe. I'm either gonna start from there or there. But we'll try. Last time, as you know, as most of you know, last time, hang on, there we go. Last time I tried to go up there, I had a lot of trouble. You see, I've still got my tower standing there, how I got up there before. I had a lot of trouble getting up there, but also my jetpack was really limited at the time. And if I don't recall exactly, uh-oh, we're not gonna make it where I wanted to. I don't recall exactly, but I don't think I had the liquid biofuel yet. So I'm wanting to try again to see if it's a little bit easier this time. Okay. Whoa! Okay, let's not fall. Yeah, let's not fall into the abyss. That would be bad. My jetpack's got better fuel this time. It can last... Oh, wait. Let's push the right key. Here we go. It should be easier this time. So hopefully that's the case. Although now that I'm looking at the distance between those towers, I'm starting to wonder if maybe I was using the new jetpack to get up there. Looking at the distance between them. But let's see. Let's just go ahead and try getting up there. If we need those towers, we'll use them. And if it's easy enough, then fair enough. Yeah, okay, we're gonna need them. But it looks like it's just enough, right? Okay. So I'm optimistic about our chances of doing this quickly, right? Because I don't want to spend half the stream trying to climb the rock when our goal is to paraglide down. Okay. Perfect. Okay, this is the moment of truth. I think we're gonna make it. I'm gonna leave those there actually, since they were so convenient. Okay. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Perfect, okay. Now, you know, it would be extremely productive for me to try to head for my death crate and just try to collect that. But it also seems kind of boring. Look at that. Look at all that out there. There's a lot to explore. There's a lot to explore. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to paraglide off into this direction. And just see how far we get. Oh, you know what? I've got the sorry, guys. I've got the wheel in the way. Apologies. I thought I got rid of that. Here we go. Oh, I should have saved. Oh, whoopsie. Okay, I guess we're stuck with it. Whoopsie. Didn't mean to. I was holding forward, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to put the controller down and relax, because I don't necessarily want to go in this direction. I just want to reach the ground safely. So we'll see what that looks like. You know, I know some YouTubers have foot controls, and I think it'd be really great to have foot control to mute, like a push to mute button on a foot control. So I could easily mute when I'm drinking water, or if anything comes up. But yeah, that's later. That's later. Like the idea, by the way, the idea of having a foot controller is really simple, actually. One way to do it, I don't know exactly how you get it set up in the doll, but I think I have an idea. Basically, if you just get a MIDI controller with a single, like if think of a keyboard, think of an electronic keyboard with a single key, right? With only one key you can press. Maybe it's a key of C or whatever. That is your foot controller, basically. You have it send a MIDI signal to your DAW, and you can program your DAW and say, hey, when you hear middle C, or whichever note, when you hear this note, mute. And when you have a MIDI instrument, it tracks pushing the note and pushing and releasing separately. Sorry for the... It tracks them separately, which means... Oh, dude, look where we're at. Oh, look at where we're at. Oh, yeah. Hey, we're going straight down by looking backward. Oh, yeah, look at that. I think that's what I want to do. There's where the Caterium is, right over there. This is beautiful. Oh, look at that. Look at that! Everything's so beautiful. Are we gonna die? I have no idea. Man, we got a lot of stuff to lose if we do. I think, honestly, oh man, do we want to redo the new screw factory we just made? Would that be easier than replenishing all of this? I don't even know. Honestly, I think it's not that bad. The oscillators are crafted by hand, but and the rifle bullets, but I think everything else will be fine. Like, I don't think it's actually going to be that big of a deal to lose that. But I'll have another death crate. Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And I think in the meantime, let's look up for a while. Is there anything down? Oh, that is scary, dude. Imagine falling like that. That is scary. Let's look up. At least there's something. Oh man, that's scary too. Everything I know, everything in this world that's precious to me is disappearing. Ah. Anyway, so MIDI controllers, right? Like they have a note on and a note off. So when you press or release a note, autosave. Well, this is a little bit late for that. When you have a note on or a note off, then it tracks it separately. So you push the foot controller, you could program it to mute, and you release the foot controller, you could program it to unmute. So that's totally a thing you could do. It wouldn't even be that, like, it wouldn't even be that expensive, probably. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, theoretically, you could take a MIDI controller, like a MIDI keyboard, put it on the ground, and just push the buttons with your foot.
Fixit property will not function outside of Fixit property. Return Fixit property to Fixit property.
So now we know. Now we know you die if you go down here. There's nothing down here to explore. Okay.
Fixit property is not allowed to leave Fixit designated work areas.
There's nothing I can do about it.
Outside this area is not supported.
Just that's it. Where do we land? I mean, there was ground there, right? But we went through it. I think the ground was just there for effect. Oh yeah, we're in the abyss, man. This is what it's like when you die, I guess. Oh man. So much poetry in that. Well, now we have to decide, is it worth it? Do we want to stay in canon? Oh man, we can't even move fast. I lost the blades. I forgot about the blades. Do we want to stay in canon and rebuild everything we had? Or do we want to... I didn't even... Okay, at least I kept the things I was wearing. I kept the parachute at least, but I lost the jetpack. I didn't even get to talk about the things I wanted to talk about because I got distracted by MIDI controllers. I had a whole story planned for that. I guess we'll paraglide somewhere else next time and see. Yeah, no. Maybe we keep paragliding. Or do we save that for later? I don't know. I kind of like saving it for later. But let me just give you a little sneak peek. Like this one? I don't know. It looks like that one... There might be stuff down in there. That might be different, right? But see, now I've got 2 death crates. And I don't have any awareness of a way to access them. Actually, I can't see both of them from here, but I'm positive there's a... Wait, can I? A dismantle crate. Okay. I don't know. Let me check for save points. Let me just check, you know? Load game. If I go here and look at my autosave... I don't know why this has to be in UTC. I feel like that's a mistake. Let me, I gotta look up the time. Gotta look up a time converter. Maybe it's just program my clock to be UTC. That's what I should do. Clock. Because I'm gonna have to do this again. World clock at UTC. 5 hours ahead. Okay, it's 11:51 in UTC. I honestly feel like this one might be far enough back to, you know, worst case scenario, we can just go to the latest autosave and die again, right? We always have that option. Totally an option. Okay, so here we are. And we have our stuff. Do we have our work? I guess it kind of doesn't matter, right? Like, losing something would be okay. Although I really would hate to lose our momentum, to be honest. It wasn't that hard to set up, but still don't want to redo it. Man, this seems kind of slow compared to the fast ones. Yeah, okay, we still have our screws. Okay, so this is perfect. Yeah, that's life with no consequences, right? I mean, you know, it might feel like cheating to reload a save, but at the same time, like, if I thought about it in advance, like I should have, I could have just dropped all my important gear, right? And it would have been the same thing, right? The only thing I really cheated on was my death count. Or maybe I haven't. Maybe they track that separately from you. Who knows? Maybe your death count is universal and that goes across undos or whatever. Who knows? Yeah, so I think we got to find out what to do next. We've checked that one off the list. Let's go back to our Wheel of Fate. And I need 7 screens to manage all this stuff. Okay, the clock can go away. Wheel of Fate. All right, I think what we should have done was wait to remove that till we finished it. Okay, remove that one. Okay, and then we'll spin another one. That was fun. That was really fun. Okay. Quartz tree. I'm not really looking forward to this one. To be honest with you, I think we might have to re-roll, and here's why. I'll show you guys why. Hang on. Let me get back in game. I think we're going to re-roll, and here's the reason. We just agreed, right, to take the first step on the adaptive control units, but look what we need for quartz. Okay, for quartz you can see we need oscillators, we need motors, which we have, and we need this scannable, this doohickey, the object scanner. Now I can manually craft one of these. I could sit here and manually craft 100 of these, but what I really need to do is set up a factory for it, right? And you can see this takes 3 ingredients, including quartz. We need to pull quartz in from somewhere. There's a lot of setup for that, right? And nothing's wrong with getting started. Oh, I know. So what I was going to say is I don't want to add oscillators to the bus over there until I finish with the one I started, the adaptive control unit, right? But I have an idea. We could do the first step like we did with the adaptive control unit, because the first step is to get our quartz over here. That's our first step, right? And I think I could just do that, which I've yet to do. Do we want to use a train for this? For this short of a distance? I kind of feel like... Oh, I almost grabbed the wrong... Okay, I almost went the wrong way. Do we want to use a train for this? How many quartz are nearby? What? Something attacking me? Hope not. Get this out of the way. Okay, let's take a look. What? No, wrong thing. Go away. Quartz. There is a lot of it. 1, 2, 3. This one's closer, apparently. Oh, there's that one. 108 meters, 66 meters. Let's go for this one. Okay, this is impure, so it's not going to be that great. Oh, there are 2 over there. Wait a minute. Let me check the map. This is pure. Well, this is where we should be mining it from. Okay, let's check the map again. Wait, it disappeared. That's inconvenient. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there are more, but they're way further away. Got it. Yeah, okay, that's what? 800, yeah, 800 meters in this direction. We're not going for that today. Okay, so there are 3 here. I think that one is normal. This one is impure that we just looked at. Let's see what the original one was. Was it normal? Yes, normal. And this is a Mark II. We're just going to delete this. There's no reason to use the normal node first, right? It was convenient at the time, and also I was really, really petrified of the creatures that are around here. So that's my explanation for why I went for that one. I didn't bother exploring the other 2, right? Oh, and also I at the time only needed a tiny bit of quartz. But now that we're thinking about getting industrial, you know, let's do it right. Mark II, baby. Now, this is going to give us how much? Oh, you know what? We need to move power lines here. 240 plus 120 plus 60. That's 180 plus 240 is math. 24 plus 18. Yeah, I can do math sometimes, but never learned to be confident with it. Okay, so 420. That is just one Mark IV belt, so it really doesn't make a lot of sense to have a train go that short of a distance for a Mark IV belt, for sake of a Mark IV belt. So I think the next step is, boom. Where can I put this that's not too awkward? That's a good rotation. I love it. Boom. Can I reach it? I can. Great. Super easy. And are we going to ship over raw quartz, or are we going to ship over the factory full of quartz? That's another important consideration. Production. Constructor. Let's check out the recipe. I guess we could do this without building a constructor, but here's how we do it. Okay, this... See, it costs 5 raw quartz, and it produces 3 crystals. Consuming 37 per minute, we're producing 22 per minute. Honestly, well, we don't need to worry about space efficiency, right? we've just discussed it, and all 3 of these combined is not going to be enough to fill a Mark IV belt, so we don't need to worry about bottlenecking the mining production. The only thing to really worry about is wood. Like, we don't need to worry. Yeah, we can just pipe this straight, because the only question is, like before when we were taking iron rods and converting to screws, The reason that was bad was not because of how much it bottlenecked iron production or transport of iron rods. It was because producing the screws itself caused a bottleneck. So we don't care if producing the quartz produces a bottleneck or not. We can just ship the raw quartz and produce it there. And the reason I say that, it looks like the raw quartz is used for some things. I think there are a few recipes that make use of it. So I don't want to go and... I know I'm going to regret this later, but I want to avoid using conveyors for now. No, I'm not going to regret it because this is going to all be combined. Right. Right, okay. Too long. Let's not do a straight belt. Let's not. It's a bit much. Too early in the morning for it. Okay. Okay, now how do I get it up to there? I'm just gonna go this way. Right, we're just gonna get stuff done. We're not worried about how it looks right now. I should have rotated that some. Oh well. Just gonna look really weird. Oh yeah, that's what I figured. Oh, well, what's gonna help a little bit? Let's go ahead and rotate this. Okay. Come on now. Like so. That's good enough. It's hopefully going to reduce the amount we need to get up here. Well, it actually increases our bend radius, which means... Yeah, I mean, it actually ended up hurting us because we ended up going higher up on the thing. Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave this up here until we actually... Hang on, do we still have the wheel up? Let's fix that. Yep, still have the wheel up. Okay. It's a pretty wheel, so I don't feel too bad. Okay, going in and out of this thing is a bit frustrating. We might do something to change that. Okay, back in a minute. Well, ladies, oh wow, where did I end up and why? Yeah. I had to step out for a minute, so this is a pleasant surprise to come back to. Okay. I am going to be finishing the stream up soon. I knew I didn't have a lot of time, so it's something I expected anyway. But I'm going to do a little bit more, make a little bit more progress, and then we'll go. Okay, industrial beams is what we needed. See, it's really hard to tell what's what here, right? And like, if I walk away for a little while, I forget. Let's fill up on those. Let's go as far as we can. Okay. There is a direction we can go. And it's this one. Come on. Oops. Come back, come back, come back. Let's try this again. We got this. Come on. Boom. Think? Oh, I'm doing this the wrong way. Yeah. Okay, well, so much for that. Okay. Well, let's try again. Oh yeah, that's separate. It's not even connected. I need to connect these up. See? So I don't have this problem. All right. Is there a way for me to get out here? There is, technically. Come on. Yes. Yes. Okay. Whew. We need to reconnect those. Oh, we disconnected because it looked ugly with the train. That's why. Well, that's something we can undo. We can redo or whatever. Yeah, this is the closest, probably. Almost fell off there. Okay, one-hand reflexes. Okay, so here we go. Actually, falling off would have been a great idea. Okay. Let's connect to here. Too steep. This is default. Can we make it? Oops. Can we make it with curve? No. Curve works here, but it looks ugly. Let's try default. Well, you know what they say, beggars can't be choosers, right? Oh, let's not make it too steep. And I'm begging for this to go well today. Okay. Up. That is something interesting, like the way language has changed over the years, right? Because today, begging, at least where I'm from, begging primarily means, you know, someone who's disadvantaged or pretending to be disadvantaged, asking, you know, for handouts, right? Asking for alms. There's another one. Asking for essentially for you to give them some sustenance, some food, some money. Generally, they want money. Anyway, that's kind of what it means to beg, right? But then we have these expressions like, "Oh, I beg of you," you know, that come up, right? In what's too long? All of a sudden, it's too long. That come up, you know, in the language, and there's also like, come on, what in the world? It's like it works until I lock it in. If it does it again, I'm gonna. Okay, right. Okay, I had a backup plan. Didn't need to use it. Man, I don't like blocking myself on each side, but what else do I do? I know what I could do, but it would involve rebuilding the Hyperloop, and I'm not going to do that right now. Maybe I'll add that to my list of things to do, right? Maybe I'll add that to the will. Oops. Anyway, there's also like, I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure beg was used in like a formal context back in the day, like back in the, oh, this is gonna look ugly no matter what I do. Oh no, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna go straight up with it actually, from here. I'm gonna start at the top. You know, in like formal context, like back in the, let's say 1700s, I don't know when, but like, you know, as like a formal way of asking someone to do something, right? Like one noble asking another or whatever. I'm not saying that's legit, but it sounds legit. Now, okay, I need to reverse it. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Reverse, yes. Wait, yes, because I want the one I'm placing to be the output. The one I'm placing needs to be the output. Okay. Do it here. Guess I could go into go there. Let's bring it up a little bit. And then down. Oh, you know what? Let's start from the bottom this time. And now we don't need to reverse it. Oh, come on. Don't need to reverse it, and now it's okay. This is a lot. Let's just go from here. Let's get some distance here. Bring it on back. Okay. Anyway, language changes a lot, and something I noticed. I think it's Court Listener. I was looking at some website that has a bunch of free court filings and stuff, which is really cool. And they had a section called prayers. I'm like, what's that about? And it was so interesting because basically what it was is you could pray for someone to provide you with court documents, right? You could pray for someone else to go on Pacer or wherever and purchase the documents and then upload them to Court Listener. So you could pray to get it for free. And then, I can't remember the terminology they used. I think they said you can answer a prayer, right? Like if you have access to the database or whatever, you can answer a prayer. So you can pray for, you can pray for a document, or you can answer someone's prayer. I found that just fascinating. And obviously the reason that they're using that kind of language is because they always have been, right? Like it's a tradition that they're maintaining. And to me, it was a bit awkward, coming at it for the first time and not really having any context for it. Just not having any context other than, lawyers have lots of weird traditions, which is certainly true. But yeah, that was my only context for it. So it was a bit weird, and it's just interesting how language goes and how it's just fascinating to see an old terminology, right? Which clearly at the time that phrasing was first used, I don't know. I don't know the history of Court Listener. It could be a joke. It could be some kind of nerdy lawyer joke, right? Like, I don't know. Could be. Another option is that, like, they're copying language from some other official source. Like, they're trying to copy an existing tradition. Oh, yeah, that. See, right here, I have already set up, you see, a plan I did some pre-work here. So pre-stream work to set up a plan here. And you'll find out more about that later when it comes up on the wheel. So look forward to that. Am I gonna, please? Players in the way, of course. Can I? Luck in the hologram doesn't work. Okay. Okay, anyway, I just found that really weird, and I don't know if it's because they copied tradition from something else that was basically tradition that had been there since ancient times, or ancient lawyer times, whenever that was. I'm gonna take the easy route, and I'm just gonna bring it down to here. I think this is actually a really good choice. And then from that position, I will then later make a choice of where to put it. And we're done for the day. This is going to be the end of our stream. Because it is early and there's a lot that got to get done today. But I'm glad I was able to bring you all along for the journey of swimming and not being able to build things. And just not quite... hang on. This is an intense game. You need quick reflexes to build. You need great reflexes to build. That's what it is. That's what this game is. Okay. It's a game of reflexes. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I think what I'm going to do is just joimp it over to another spot. Yeah, I spread these out, right? The 1, 2. I want to joimp it over to another spot here and not have it... See, I did it differently for rubber, but I'm going to... Yeah, this is what I'm going to do this time. We'll try it out and see how it works. See how we like it. But yeah, thank you all for joining me today. And this has been Creative Craving. This is my Satisfactory. And I hope you all join me next time, okay? Have a good day. Have a good day. We die! We die! That was a solid outro, and then we die, and then we hurt ourselves. Alright, everybody.